Alright, Titans, hello, and this is the first segment of Theta Phi Alpha, the sorority, and I'm here with Mirren, help me, Mosteller, alright, and she is the philanthropy chair for Theta Phi Alpha, so we're going to talk about that aspect of that sorority. So why don't you tell me about the philanthropies that your sorority does?
Well, we try and stick with our national philanthropies, which one is the house that Theta Phi Alpha built, and the second one is our Camp Friendship. But we also do a couple around the community, like we work with the homeless shelter. We have been getting pretty big with the adopt a platoon and helping out with soldiers. And right now we're planning on doing something with the Big Brother Big Sister program. We're going to raise money to help them match.
Aww.
It's going to be really cute because we do actually have a bowl-a-thon coming up, so that would be really cool if you want to get to know about that.
So there's volunteer opportunities, like, everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of volunteer opportunities if you know where to look. Because right now, it's mainly just getting in contact with the right people that actually get back to you.
Very nice. Okay, so tell me about how you became, like, a part of this sorority.
I became a part of the sorority during orientation my freshman year. I was kind of walking around the campus looking at everything, and I actually got distracted because we were doing a princess theme for that recruitment, and I got distracted by the castle. And so I got to talking to some of the sisters, and they seemed really cool, and they were very nice, and I saw that they were, one of my recruitment events that I went through was actually making a blanket for the homeless shelter, which was actually a lot of fun. We got to tie the ends, make a quilt, so that was kind of what got me into it.
So that kind of like jettisoned you becoming philanthropy chair. Like you started out there and it just kind of took off. That's so sweet.
Yeah, philanthropy chair was actually a really nice stepping because it got me really involved in the sorority, and it also got me really involved in my community.
That's so good. Like, I'm not trying to sound all savvy, but that's amazing. Like, so you do. Okay, tell me what the house that Theta Phi Alpha built. What's that?
The house that Theta Phi Alpha built is actually a house.
Oh. It's a physical house.
It's actually a house. It's basically a overview of the homeless. But that is one of our major ones. Is we try and help homeless people, which is why we are very in depth into the Center for the Homeless in downtown South Bend. Like we do the Stuff a Bus event with them. We go down there. We help sort through their stuff. We help raise money for them. And we just help make sure we do as much as we can to help the program.
See, good feelings all around, people. You get to do good, and you get to be with your sisters.
Yeah.
You get to know them better through the volunteer opportunities that you guys do together.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and like and every sister has different things, so we try and encompass a whole group of stuff. Like we have some sisters that are involved that love animals, so we're trying to go and help out with Adopt a Day for some of the animal shelters, which will be a lot of fun. So hopefully you'll see us at one of those pretty soon.
So they take in everyone's, like, not personalities, but their interests.
Yeah.
And you incorporate it into the philanthropy. That's awesome.
Yeah, because we want to make sure everyone comes out and volunteers, not just sticking with one thing so the same girls come out every time.
Gotcha. Very nice. Well, is there anything left that you want to say about your sorority?
Just that we're trying really hard to get involved with our community, so if you see us and maybe want to come and say hi, I mean, that would be a great way to know if you're actually interested in sorority.
Okay.
I mean, we have a lot of events coming up, so hopefully you'll see us in the community.
So we can always come and sit with you.
Yeah. We have those lovely shirts.
Oh,
yeah, we actually
I've seen those shirts.
We have shirts that say you can sit with us.
Well, thank you, Mirren, for coming on the segment today, and look forward for the next segment, which will be the vice president of your sorority. Until next time, Titans. Alright, so this is a continuing segment on the sorority Theta Phi Alpha, and here with me is Lindsay and Darla. Hi.
Hi.
Say hi to
Hi.
the viewers, whoever they are, wherever they are. And so we already kind of talked to Mirren about philanthropy, so let's talk about other aspects of your sorority. You mentioned sisterhood earlier. What's that about? Do you want to cover it?
Yeah, so sisterhood is when we come together and we form bonds of friendship. That might seem kind of simple,
But in reality, it goes much deeper than that. These are ties that nobody else has. We go through rituals and things like that that bond us even closer together that only a handful of girls even get to do. So it just means a lot to know that there are people who are in New Orleans or New York that have gone through the same rituals as you, and you're already bonded on that level.
It's sisterly love.
Yes,
Sisterly love. Okay. I know we already talked about philanthropy, but you guys have something coming up soonish.
Yeah, we are going to be holding a fundraiser actually towards the end of April, Tacos for Charity. And we're going to be doing sort of like a walking taco type buffet.
Okay.
And the tickets are going to be $8 for adults, which would be over 10 years old, $4 for children under 10 years old, and 40% of all the proceeds we make are going to go towards the homeless shelter.
Okay. So when that date gets closer, you guys can just let me know and I'll put it on a weekly update.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah? Alright, so we've covered, okay. Socially, how active is your sorority?
We're pretty active on campus, I'd
We're
say.
pretty active on campus.
We partner with the other Greek organizations. There are 2 fraternities on campus and another sorority on campus. And so we partner with them a lot for sort of like Greek-oriented activities, but it's definitely a chapter goal of ours to get more involved on campus with other organizations as well.
Quite a few sisters will be attending the Apollo Night by the BSU, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, I covered that on last week's news update.
Oh, fun.
Lajeunesse is one of the sisters.
Yeah.
Is there anything like personal stories you would like to tell? Like maybe how Theta Phi Alpha kind of called out to you?
I know for me, I was a transfer student. I was already a junior. I was like really nervous about not having any friends on campus, I didn't want to be one of those commuters that just came to campus, went to class, and then went home and sat in a little cave. So, Theta Phi,
how you feel.
yeah. So Theta Phi Alpha was really my way to just get involved on campus and make more of my undergraduate experience, and I have not at any point in my life regretted it.
I mean, for me, like, I wanted to be that person to just come to class and then just go home and be in a cave. It sounds really great. But I kind of forced myself outside of my comfort zone just because that's always been my life. And I thought that, college, temporary change, that kind of thing. And I realized that I actually had, like, really good leadership skills. So that's something that came out of Theta Phi Alpha too, was teaching me how to lead a group and giving me the opportunity to lead a group other than just me sitting in my little cave reading my books. So,
That's really good. So give you leadership skills. So there's lots of opportunities to seek out those kind of.
Oh yeah, and networking opportunities too.
Networking opportunities are great. Actually, this past summer, the previous president, Corey Miller, and the previous vice president, Ashley Eaton, and I went to New Orleans for a convention, and we actually got to see how the convention was run, and it was really amazing to see how the convention body functions with hundreds of women as opposed just to like 30 women. So it's really great, and you have a lot of people who work in your field. So like for me, there's a lot of education majors, and that's a really great opportunity to get your foot in the door, and if you would like to get in like a really good school system.
So there's bonding experience, we already covered philanthropy, how active you guys here on campus. We got some of your personal stories and how sororities help you with your skills and your networking. Is there anything you want to say before we leave?
I mean, I guess the only area I can really think of that I feel like we haven't touched on would be the academic aspect of it.
Okay.
I know that's a concern of a lot of people looking to join, and I was briefly concerned about it. I didn't want my grades to slip, but I think that being in a Greek organization is almost a push to improve your grades. We have GPA requirements, and on top of that, we have study tables and study logs and incentives and all sorts of things to keep your GPA up. So, I mean, I guess that would be another positive for sure.
Sounds like a perfect 360. Little inside joke. Alright. See, there it is. Alright. Well, that's going to end our segment for Theta Phi Alpha. And always I'm looking for clubs and organizations to contact me for segments like this, and my email will be at the end. All right, until next time, Titans.